I know where's it coming from. It's so beautiful. Wow.
Did you enjoy that clip? Today we're having a little quiz, and the question is, do you smell with your ears or your nose? If you want to understand what I'm talking about in this crazy world and maybe learn something about the uses of this hypnosis in a therapeutic setting, then keep watching and find out. Hi there, it's Turan here from Feel Good Hypnosis. I'm a hypnotist and a clinical hypnotherapist, and each week I show a little hypnosis out on the streets. In this case, it's down at QCon, Queen's University's sort of Comic-Con equivalent. It was shot a few years ago, pre-COVID, but the clip is still very valid and has some nice insights even to situations and issues that have arisen during these COVID times. I posed a little question up the front, and I'm going to answer that after you see the clip. What I do is show that clip and then follow up with some in-depth discussion about that clip. So stay tuned, not just watching the clip, but stay tuned afterwards and find out exactly what I'm talking about today. You've seen this guy before. I'll put some links up in the info cards to other videos from him, his induction into hypnosis, and a few other fun skits. So we already know he's a great hypnotic subject before we start. And what you'll see in this video is not just the final skit, but then me bringing him out of hypnosis. And again, people often ask me, you know, can you hypnotize a skeptic? So there's a little suggestion that this guy was a skeptic when you watch right to the end of the video. So what we'll do first is play the clip, and then I'll come back and talk about it, so stay tuned. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget to click the big red subscribe button and the bell notification button next to that subscribe button, so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself at Feel Good Hypnosis. But enough of that stuff, let's watch the video.
But in a moment, on the count of three, you're going to open your eyes. And you're going to realise that the girl standing in the white top is smelling so beautiful you cannot. Did I do you before? The person in the blue dress, when you wake up, she is going to smell so beautiful. I don't know whether it's her shampoo or her perfume, but you're just going to tell her how wonderful she smells. Nod your head that you understand. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Wow, I know where's it coming from. It's so beautiful. Wow. Look at me and sleep now, way down, deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. In a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and on the count of 5, all strong smells that you might have imagined are all gone now, all hypnotic suggestions disappear, everything will be back to normal. But on the count of 5, when you open your eyes, you'll be back with us, you'll feel full of life and full of invigoration, like a 12-hour sleep, like a 6-hour massage. Full of life, full of energy to have fun and do all the things you want to do at QCon, and really be the best person you ever could be for the rest of your life. So 1, feeling a feeling of hypnosis, just start to drift away from the tips of your toes. 2, washing up through your knees, through your stomach, through your pelvis. 3, take a deep breath in now. Feel that energy washing all the way through you, full of life, full of energy. And 5, wide awake and stretch. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Great stuff. So you want to be hypnotised?
Yeah.
And have you ever been hypnotised before?
No.
No. You don't remember ever being hypnotised?
No.
No? And if I say, remember now?
Love you, Rory. You know, Jeff Rosenstock gave you that.
Yeah. What do you think of hypnosis now? Biggest big 5.
Well, I mean, I didn't think it worked before, but I guess.
Excellent.
That says
it all.
Yeah.
Perfect. You were brilliant.
Did you enjoy that video? Lovely entertainment and things to learn about hypnosis throughout that little video clip. So let's break down and discuss it. First off, this is a bit of what I call stage management, whether you're in street hypnosis or on stage, probably more really relevant to street hypnosis. I've been there at that event throughout the day. I've hypnotized plenty of people, and at times I will involve members of the audience, of the onlookers, as I did in this skit. Now, you can see my blunder straight off the top, because I can't remember everyone I've involved. It's not an excuse. I probably should be more aware, and this is my advice and my tip to you: just keep in mind who you've already used throughout the day, because right away I'm about to give a suggestion and I say, when you wake up you'll see the girl in white, and the girl in white goes, you've used me already. So that was a bit of a laugh. I didn't recall her. A busy day. I think it was getting near the end of the day by the time I shot this video. So these are just things, stage management things. It's nothing to do with hypnosis, but it's to do with being professional and, creating a good performance without the little hesitation. Didn't break up the routine. Hopefully you agree it didn't break up the routine in that video, but it still could have been done without. But I move on smoothly. I just changed to another girl. When you wake up, you'll see the girl in blue, and she smells lovely. Now, that is the gist of the suggestion, that when he wakes up, he's going to smell a very strong, beautiful smell from the girl in blue. Now, notice how I craft that suggestion. And again, the crafting of this suggestion, whether it's in street hypnosis or in any therapeutic setting, has a certain skill to it, has a certain angle to it. And notice how I'm not being specific. I'm not saying when you wake up, that you'll smell Chanel 5 or whatever from that girl over there, because maybe he doesn't know what that smells like. So I'm being vague in my description, in my suggestion. I'm giving him direction, but allowing him to smell whatever he wants to smell. So when I'm talking to say, you will smell something, that's the positive suggestion, and I say, well, I don't know what it smells like. Maybe it's a perfume, maybe it's a shampoo. I'm allowing him the freedom to smell exactly what he wants to and how he wants to in his own mind. And again, that's the power of a well-crafted suggestion, that you're not narrowing it down so much that if he doesn't know exactly what Yves Saint Laurent smells like or Chanel smells like, then that would just break the hypnosis, because the suggestion won't be accepted if he can't imagine that in his mind. The key thing is, it is pure imagination. And you see that as soon as he wakes up, 1, 2, 3, open your eyes, and you go, wow, what's that smell? And he goes, yeah, I can smell it. I mean, there's a good 4 or 5, maybe more feet away between him and that girl at that stage. And yet, because of the imagination, because of the suggestion that he will smell something, he's got it already. And then he turns around and look at the fascination, look at his eyes. Equally well, look at the girl, and she's going, oh, thank you, because she's flattered. She knows, she's heard me. I've talked about this before. When you're crafting a suggestion in a street hypnosis setting, you're not just hypnotizing that guy in this case, or it could be a girl, but when you're giving a suggestion, you want to angle in such a way as you make sure that the audience knows what's going on. Otherwise, they lose interest and wander off. As you can tell, like I say, that girl that I mistakenly picked the first time, and she'd been in the audience and in the spectator group from before, a lot of the times you'll find that people will follow you around. Maybe they're nervous about being hypnotized, maybe they just don't want to be hypnotized, but they'll still hang with you for several routines. So that's again another reason why you need to be mindful of who you're picking on. You're not constantly picking on the same person. But anyway, lovely how she, you look at the expressions of her, and she's flattered by it, even though she knows it's, well, I'm not saying she doesn't smell nice, but that's the key to the suggestion. She knows he's reacting because of the suggestion, and not because of any other reason. But his expressions are all, oh, where's that coming from? Isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? He really, you can tell he's accepting that suggestion well. So that really answers the question I posed at the start. Do you smell with your ears or do you smell with your nose? Usually what happens is a smell is sensed in the nostrils, and the signals are sent to the brain, and the brain says, oh, that smells like cheese, or smells like perfume, or smells like engine smoke, or whatever. But the brain is really interpreting it. So what we've done is sort of bypass the nostrils in this case by giving a hypnotic suggestion that he can smell something, and as soon as he wakes up, he's imagining he can smell it. So there's no actual connection between the nose and the mind in this situation. And that's really where I mentioned that there's a link between this fun skit and, well, current event and hypnotherapy and current events, because current events right now with COVID around, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of taste, a loss of taste and a loss of smell. And this is where this sort of hypnosis can have a link, because we can give people that stimulus within the brain to start remembering what smells smell like, and hopefully that will connect their memories to the senses that are going in through their nostrils. So very powerful suggestion that can be used in the hypnotherapy setting. So I hope that makes sense from that point of view. And finally, I bring him back out of that hypnosis, and I say to him, in a minute I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I count to 5, all hypnotic suggestions will disappear. Now what that's primarily saying is that he no longer experiences any of the hypnotic experiences from those suggestions. He doesn't feel like he's stuck to the floor, he doesn't feel like he's a monkey, and any of the other suggestions that I'd given him have been totally removed. Sometimes people will interpret that, again, this is where they're in control of what they remember and how they interpret it. Some people will say, well, I don't remember anything happening. And in this situation, it's a perfect example, because, well, I guide him along and lead him in that direction again, because as soon as I say 1, 2, 3, wide awake, stretch, and he stretches, and I talk as if nothing's happened yet. I say, so have you ever been hypnotized before? Would you like to be hypnotized? So I'm asking leading questions to suggest nothing's happened yet. He says, yeah, fine. And you can look at his demeanor, his actions. He really doesn't think he's been hypnotized yet. And then I reach over and tap him on the forehead and say, remember. Now, is the tap important? No, I could just tell him remember, but again, it looks good, it's dramatic for the video, so I'm adding that sense of dramatization to the situation and saying remember. And of course, as soon as I say that, the memories come flooding back, because I'm giving him that opportunity to remember, and he just looks down at his arm, which is one of the previous skits where someone had autographed his arm. So it's clearly all flooding back when he does that, and he laughs away because he enjoyed that experience. Right at the end, you'll see me give him a high five as well, and that's just not incidental. I want to make sure he's energized, he's happy, he's positive leaving that experience. So that's a good thing to do at the end of any skit if you're working with someone, is to make sure that they leave in a positive, frame of mind. I'm even asking, what do you think of hypnosis? And again, I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. Some people ask me about, can anybody be hypnotized? If you're skeptical about this, will it not work? You heard that chap right at the end. He says, I didn't think this stuff worked, but, and he looks down to his arm and he goes, he's speechless at that point, and he's trying to find the words, but, and he looks down and he goes, it works, So don't worry if you're practicing hypnosis for the first time and somebody's skeptical. If you have that confidence to hypnotize someone, it will work. The key thing is you have to believe in this stuff, and you have to know you can do it. And it doesn't matter whether skeptical or not. Now, skeptical is slightly different than resistive. If somebody wants to resist this stuff, it won't work. And there's a slight subtlety there in that. If you want me to do more expansion on that, I can maybe make another video on the difference between being resistive and just being skeptical. But I hope you got some cool information out of that. Hopefully you found that useful. If you did, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you liked most about this video, and if you have any questions that maybe I didn't cover, maybe you saw something that I didn't clearly explain, leave a question in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. I love watching out for your questions and your comments. Some people just say that was fab or that was funny. That's fine. Leave it in the comment section below. I really do enjoy hearing your comments and engaging with you. That's why I make this channel. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget to click the big red subscribe button and the bell notification button so you get notified every time a new video comes out from myself. I do release a new video every Sunday, but sometimes I release some midweek as well. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you click that bell notification button so you get notified. In the meantime, until next Sunday, have a good week.